Hello everyone! Imagine for a second a world without video cameras or smartphones. Yes, life would definitely be a lot more boring. No rare footage of an airplane flying just several feet away from a skyscraper, or a video where chimpanzees taking the drone down? Wait, what? Let's just take a look at our new video selection and find out what's really going on. Let's get it on. There are probably security guards at every major music event. You know, these serious-looking silent guys who are standing somewhere on the sidelines. But they also want to have some fun. This guy decided to unwind and started dancing with a festival visitor. His friends also joined in. In the end, everyone was dancing, except for one disgruntled guard. Apparently, he was the one in charge. A moment of rest certainly didn't endanger safety, but the bosses would hardly appreciate such an unusual passion for raving. Turns out that chairs can surprise us too. Don't believe us? Well, these guys decided to do an experiment.
What?
Of course, this is not good enough for a Nobel Prize, but it looked pretty impressive anyway. Who knew that folding chairs could, in theory, replace parachutes? We think that now NASA will definitely have a new prototype of the descent capsule, although we have doubts concerning its safety. Biologists from the Burgers Zoo decided to observe chimpanzees using a drone, but in the end, they themselves became the object of research. The device was immediately taken down by a unique air defense system, and then oh, hello there. This is probably how the rise of the Planet of the Apes began. Well, now the primates have a war trophy. The best minds of the monkey world analyze the strange device. We don't know what their plan is, but we really hope that they won't invent a new superweapon. Imagine you're working in your office, and then suddenly you see this. The life of a man who films this video probably flash before his eyes. When such a colossus flies by, you tend to forget how skillful military pilots actually are. In fact, the crew has everything under control. What you saw is part of a small aviation parade in Australia. However, if we were the office employees who saw a huge plane flying so close, we'd still think about changing our place of work. What do you know about luck? You can ask this NHL commentator about it. The puck flew literally a few inches from his head and hit the camera. Let's take another look at this close call. He could definitely never forget this blow and celebrate this day for the rest of his life. When it comes to sports, anyone can miss, but hitting the target several times is something only a true pro can do. But what if we're talking about scoring 12 strikes in a row? Even knocking out all the pins just one time can be tricky, but this guy seems to know some kind of a secret. In 89 seconds, he scored 300 points and set a world record. The guy's reaction is priceless.
On time! Yeah!
No, seriously, he spins the balls so that they always hit the center and knock out all 10 pins. Maybe these balls have some kind of advanced auto-guidance system. Unlike humans, animals never leave each other in trouble. This dog is already in a hurry to help its friend. Okay, maybe dogs are not as cute as we used to think. Apparently, our pets also like to pull pranks on each other, but we hope the dog is fine. We all know the sounds that frogs make in the swamps, but have you ever wondered what animals look like when they sing? Well, you're about to see it now. We won't lie, we also didn't know that the mating call of these amphibians looks so epic. If all of these guys gathered in one place, they could cause a small earthquake or a mini tsunami. Of course, it's better not to test our theory, but just enjoy the beautiful sounds of the wild. Everyone needs a healthy lifestyle, regardless of race, gender, and species? Well, apparently, this dog took the motto "sport for all" a bit too close to heart. In fact, this resourceful athlete should be praised. Instead of getting his paws dirty in a puddle, he calmly walks on a treadmill. He's the one who really deserves the title of a good boy. Optical illusions are quite rare in everyday life, so now you'll see a real miracle. Pay attention to this island. Does it seem weird to you? The farther the operator moves away from the shore, the closer the island looks. Wait, how's this even possible? Maybe the operator got into another dimension or used a tricky montage. Most likely it's the strip of water which causes this effect. The smaller it is, the larger the object seems. So now you know the secret behind such videos. The musicians are generally cool guys, but it seems that this drummer has outdone them all. His name is Tommy Lee, and he can play drums while performing a dead loop at the same time. Anyone who's ever been on such an attraction knows that it's really difficult to move even your hand when you're upside down. And this dude plays a difficult part with perfect pacing. At another concert, a whole section of roller coasters was created for him, where the drums were spinning 360 degrees. Impressive, isn't it? All time-lapse videos are beautiful, but even among them are truly legendary ones, like this footage of a low tide. At first, nothing seems to be happening, but with every second, more water flows back into the sea. Will all these boats just lie at the bottom of the bay? Apparently, the local yachtsman can afford to leave the boat right on the sand, though this could be quite an effective anti-theft system. Hardly anyone in their right mind would want to drag a boat to the water. You probably remember a machine with a metal claw used to get toys. This cheating robot always just released the toy at the very last moment and wasted a lot of our nerves. The Chinese were once again ahead of everyone and came up with an improved version of the attraction where a living person acts as the claw. Have our dreams come true? It seems that the time has come to take revenge and finally take a couple of prizes with you. This guy managed to get quite a lot of snacks out of the pool, and you will certainly succeed too. No, your eyes are not deceiving you. This is really a guy of venerable age, merrily swinging without a care in the world. But the most interesting bit is yet to come. Flip? How do you like that? For a second, we also thought that it was editing, but it's not. We're sure that not everyone at this age will be able to perform a backflip so easily. Apparently, this elderly man used to be an acrobat or a stuntman, and now he decided to remember his younger years. And he's not embarrassed by the fact that he's surrounded by kids. This man always stays in touch with his inner child. Want to move to another city, but don't feel like parting with your beloved home? No problem, just carry it with you. Yes, such an operation will cost you a lot, but memories are more valuable than any money, you know? The question is, are we the only ones who wonder how they managed to put an entire house onto this platform? After all, this is a huge structure with a foundation, cladding, and heavy floors. The important thing is that at the end of the way, the owners of the building wouldn't have to assemble it back brick by brick. When we say that China's a densely populated country, we mean that there are really many people living there, like a lot. And for some unknown reason, the Chinese are very fond of moving in sync. Just check this out. 36,000 people on one square. It's definitely better not to mess with these guys, as the local school kids know kung fu, walk in a formation, and participate in sparring. Apparently, the guys just don't yet know about TikTok, Fortnite, and other hobbies of modern teenagers. Wide streams of water, foaming rapids, and endless rainbow. This is what Niagara Falls looks like in all of its glory. But this winter, tourists could observe a fascinating and rare phenomenon. Due to severe frosts, the falls were partially covered with ice. This only happens once every couple of years, and hundreds of locals come to enjoy the impressive scene. You can also see the rainbow at the same time, so the pictures of Niagara became even more amazing. By the way, the waterfall completely froze only in 1848, so it's time to update the old record. A pool is a universal thing. Just think how much you can do in it. Swim, play water polo, throw parties, and also fire helicopters can collect water from them. Yes, perhaps this is the scene you could only witness once in a lifetime. But for a second, imagine how convenient it is for rescuers who need to put out a fire somewhere nearby. We'd like to believe that all vacationers were kicked out of this pool in advance, otherwise a rather curious situation may occur. Why did all of these people hug and stand in a circle right in the pool? We're not the only ones who got curious. This iguana also decided to find out just what these guys were talking about. Laughter, screams, splashing water, the animals certainly didn't expect such a reception from the local tourists. If we were the lizard, we'd be pretty offended by the way the people reacted. Well, if your party doesn't look like this, then don't bother inviting us. Hold on a second. Do you want to see some crazy stories from real life? Nothing dull, only action, only adventures, chases and fights, love confessions and sudden betrayals. Don't believe us? Well, follow the link and see for yourselves. Our animation channel Private Diary reveals the deepest secrets. Don't forget to subscribe.